What is going on, YouTube? It's Coffee back at it, man. And if you missed it yesterday, man, Trump had a real pause type moment. I mean, pause on steroids, pause to the billionth degree. It was really something else. Pause. I'm gonna roll the clip for you guys if you missed it because my channel is just all the way twisted. So I need y'all to hit them buttons, engage, comment. Everyone following all this election drama, or you just like to tap into news stories. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. Hit the buttons, and once again, engage. That's what it's about. Coffee talking it up with y'all, but here's the clip.
But Arnold Palmer was all man, and I say that in all due respect to women, and I love women. But this is a guy that was all man. This man was strong and tough, and I refuse to say it, but when he took showers with the other pros, they came out of there, they said, oh my God, that's unbelievable. I had to say it. We have women that are highly sophisticated here.
So like I said, man, there was some real pause behavior, like on another level, man. You heard him. He was like, I had to say it. I had to say it. And, you know, the media is already did their job and dug up Arnold Palmer's daughter, who did an interview a little while back, you know, speaking of how, as you see, different ish popping up, you know, they had an Arnold Palmer villa that they unveiled together, and, you know, they spent a lot of time around each other. I mean, we know, right? Trump's sitting here literally telling people, like, you know, the reaction of other men paused out, like, just around the board, like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on with all this? You feel me? Pause. But in this interview, basically, you know, Arnold Palmer's daughter was saying that when election time came around and Trump was trying to get in office, her father shared with her that someone he once looked at as a friend, he looked at him totally different. Peep it out. This is what she said. Peg Palmer wears speaks out after the former president's bizarre comments about the golf legend's privates. Pause. She said in this interview, this was in 2018, right? And she did this interview where she said that her late father was appalled by Trump's lack of civility and character. You know, she said that her father was disgusted as she watched him speak on TV. She said, quote, like he couldn't believe the arrogance and crudeness of this man who was the nominee of the political party that he believed in. Then he said, he's not as smart as we thought he was, and walked out of the room. What will my dad think of Trump today? I think he'd cringe. So kind of sounds like, you know, she's saying that, like, to her father, this is just me busting it down, you know, summarizing it, in my opinion. And again, hit the comments and let me know if you agree, disagree, whatever your thoughts are, that they were pretty cool. They had a good rapport, a good relationship, right? But it seems like Arnold Palmer felt when Trump started campaigning, he was like, he switched up on him to where he just was like, man, this went to this guy's head, or whatever the case was, that, you know, someone he once looked at as like I don't want to say a confidant, but a casual friend, that they did business together and stuff like that. Like she's saying that her dad was disgusted by him, you know. And what do you guys think about that? You see, she says that he really looked up to Arnold Palmer. And I mean, that clip, that paused out clip, says it all right there, you know. So she's saying, in my opinion, these comments, like he just switched up, you know. And I can believe that, because like one or two things. One, Trump, and again, anyone, you know, tapping into the channel, I always put it out there, you know, like, I'm not a political guy. I'm not sitting back watching this from one side or the other. Like, I have no dog in this fight. I'm just watching everything play out. You know what I mean? So I say that, you know, to y'all who are going to comment. I was trying to tell someone the other day when I was speaking about the Antonio Brown situation where he did that rally with Trump, that even though some might look at the situation as bugged out or whatever. I thought, like, politically, campaign wise, that was a big W for Trump, like, and Antonio Brown did a good job speaking. Like, you got to look at things from all angles, whether you think it's crazy or whatever. Like, I don't know. They really cracked him over the head with that tampon Tim Walz, punchline and all that. You feel me? A lot of people. So when I'm saying that, I'm just looking at this all play out, and a lot of people have felt Trump became. Some people feel like he's really truly dedicated and wanting to change the the country. Some people think, hey, this guy's a rich dude. He's did everything he wants to do. He wanted to be the leader of the free world, and that's why he did it on like an egomaniac type deal. Maybe you agree with that, maybe you don't. Again, let me know in the comments below. But based on Arnold Palmer's comments, it kind of sounds like that, that when he's seen him campaigning, the egomaniac side was out. And, you got to think of it from this aspect too, because I often think this about a lot of the stuff that Trump says. But sometimes when you see that in the speech, you're just like, man, does this dude think about what he says? Like, maybe he's getting a little bit up there in age. I know that will anger and frustrate some people, like we seen Sleepy Joe Biden literally like have to drop out because this dude's mental faculties are gone. Like, Trump's still there, but I don't know. Sometimes he just sounds like he's just a little off or something like that. I don't know. Maybe not. But my point is, the other thing I was going to get into is that I feel like he is almost like in pro wrestling, people cutting promos, like Trump knew when he wanted to even get on the ticket the first time around, he had to make a splash. He was someone coming from out of the political spectrum. He was not going to be the guy that, was going to get that spot unless he really proved himself. And part of that was going viral all the time. You know what I mean? So I feel like sometimes Trump says wild ish just for the sake of saying it, to shock everyone and to make these headlines. And, we know the media does what it does. One side of the media may take it and spin it one way, another may spin it another way. But when you see this comments, right, like, you're like, what other way can you spin it other than just saying, what in the hell is going on? Pause. So that's going to do it for this one. Arnold Palmer's daughter speaks up on her deceased father's behalf about Trump and what he thought of him before being a presidential nominee, after, etc. So thanks for watching. Look forward to hearing you in the comments. I'm about here.